With deep sadness, we announce the passing of a loving daughter, mother, sister, aunt, cousin, and friend, Pulcheria Una Edward, better known as Seeley, of Rocky Lane, Dennery, who passed away at 8 a.m. on Monday, 13 March 2023, at the age of 52. She was predeceased by her mother, Jane Cura Edward from Rocky Lane, Dennery, left to mourn her grandmother, Maria Noelien, also known as R. Curry of Dennery, father, Edward Polion, also known as Hairban of Dennery, 3 children, 2 daughters, Karen Edward and Candice Edward, and 1 son, Damian Edward, all of Dennery, 3 sisters, Dolores Edward, also known as Cheryl of Dennery, Flora Edward, also known as T. Joan, and Katharina Edward, also known as Tata, residing in Connecticut. 4 brothers, Marcellus Edward and his wife, Nedgray Edward, and family residing in New York. Maximus James Edward, also known as Zim of Dennery, Andy Polio and family of Denny Riviere Dennery, Nia Alphonse, a DJ of Bel Air. 10 nephews, Carlton Edward, Clive Edward, Jude Saint-Gis, Natus Edward, Amron Edward, all of Dennery, Dwayne Edward, Tonius Gideon, Joshua Edward, Jamal Edward, all of Connecticut, Zaire Polion of V4, 5 nieces, Natty and Nanny Edward and family residing in England, Christelle Regis and family, and Teresa Eleuter and family, all of Connecticut, Jana Sylvain and family residing in Canada, 7 aunts, Leona MacDonald of St. Lucia and family residing in New Jersey, Connecticut, and Ottawa, Priscilla Laval and family of Martinique and Connecticut, Marina Noelien residing in Canada and family in St. Lucia, Alex Valton and family residing in England, Regina Valton and family of Olean Dennery, Teresa Valton and family residing in Cayenne, Mary Valton and family residing in New York, Eureka Polion and family of Dennery, 2 uncles, Leandre Edward and family in Miami, Anthony Torrance residing in the U.S., caretaker in Martinique, Joan Laval, children and spouse, close friends, Honorable Alfred Prosper, Parliamentary Representative of Dennery South, Minister for Agriculture, Fisheries, Food Security, and Rural Development, Charles Flavian, also known as Seaweek, Marilyn Raphael, Dean Biscom, Teresa Francis, Toera Dondas, Eulalia Monrose and all her friends in the shop, all of Dennery, Timothy Emmanuel residing in Dominica, Francisca Augustine, also known as Tika, Magdalena Gideon, also known as Tata, Linda Williams and Mike Lewis, also known as Troy, all of Brooklyn, New York, Ismella Monaville residing in England, many relatives including the Edward, Noelia, MacDonald, Maxwell, Regis, Bissett, Alphonse, and O'Gee's families, all of Dennery and abroad. The Polion families of Bellevue V4 and Dennery, not forgetting her neighbors, all of Rocky Lane Dennery, friends of Dennery and abroad, too numerous to mention. The funeral service for the late Pulcheria Una Edward, better known as Seelai, will be held on Friday, 28 April 2023 at 2:30 p.m. at St. Peter's Roman Catholic Church, Dennery. Her body will then be laid to rest at the Dennery Cemetery. Please note, the funeral service will be live streamed on 911 platforms' Facebook and YouTube pages. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, New Dock Road, therefore. May she rest in perfect peace.